peeps, welcome back. If you can hear something in the background, that is my sister practicing her beautiful violin playing. Every time I sit down, this shirt is really long and I sit on the end of it and it like strangles me. It's fun times. Today we're doing a Q&A, as you already know from the title of this video. I just had an idea that I should do a Q&A for like one of my songs, so I went onto my Instagram, put a poll for either Greenwoods or Put Me on a Train to see which one would win. Greenwoods won, and so I just got people to ask questions. So we have questions to answer. So let's get going. I have the screenshots on my phone. So that means I can turn my airplane mode on and nothing will disturb me. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Greenwoods, it's one of my songs that I wrote, and it's actually the first ever song that I properly wrote and completed. I wrote it on the guitar when I was probably like 13, 12. So it's actually quite cool how we're doing this song because it is the first ever song I wrote. Maybe things will get interesting here. Alright, first question is, what was your inspiration for this song? I feel like my inspiration for this song came out of coming into my teen years and having to grow up from being like a child, and my friends were moving on, growing up, and I honestly was not ready to grow up, and so it kind of came from a place of like, can we please just go back to being kids, and honestly not wanting to grow up. That's kind of the inspiration behind it, to be honest. Next question. How long did it take you to make this song from first thought to end of song on paper? So it was a long time ago when I wrote it, so I'm not sure completely. But usually my songs tend to happen within a day, if not two. It depends, yeah. But I think this song probably would have been finished within a few sittings. I do just remember sitting down and I think I kind of just got the very simple tune. Like, if you listen to the song, it's a very simple guitar part. And when I first wrote songs, that was how it always was. It sort of just followed the melody. And so I kind of just sat down and started playing around. None of my siblings liked the song when I first wrote it, but now they like it. So, happy times. But I do not know exactly how long it took me, because it was so long ago. I'm like, yeah, I just can't remember. Alright, third question. When did you write this song? Because I know it takes a long time sometimes. Sorry, it was like below the thing so I can read it properly. I wrote the song when I was probably 12, 13, and it always was just in my songbook, and it was just a song of mine until I released the album I'm a Beginner, and then of course it had to go on there because it was the first ever song I wrote. Yeah, it's basically been there from the start. The fourth question, what advice would you give someone starting to write their first song? By the way, you inspire me. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Advice for someone starting to write their first song. I feel like you can't worry too much about logistics and all that. Like, should I do this, or should I do this verse, or should I do this chorus? Should I do a pre-chorus? Should I do a bridge, or should I do this? I think songs are to process our emotions. That's what they're really good for. And so I think just delve into something that you really care about or that you really feel, and that will translate into the song you're writing. I think it's helpful to do like voice recordings on your phone so you remember it. I think it all depends on your process, but yeah, I think it's helpful to write down the words, play around with that. Yeah, but honestly, when you're writing your first song, it's very exciting, by the way. Oh, writing your first song, like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I think you just have to go back to the heart of a song's purpose, which is to tell a story in a way. So keep that in mind and try stay true to the heart of your song, and yeah, just write what you feel deeply about, because I think it will come through really well. Alright, the fifth question. Do you live in the Greenwoods in your song? This is such a cool question. I love questions like this, they're like so ambiguous and creative. I think I do, in a way. It depends if this is like metaphorical or literal, because both. Like literally, I live in the Greenwoods in my song, because I live in my childhood home. So all my surroundings are full of childhood memories, and the forests around my house are technically the greenwoods in the song. But also mentally, I think I live in the greenwoods of my song as well. Like I tend to go back and be in that place of being a child. So, man, this got deep. Who is the old friend? And we also have who's it about? I'm not going to specifically answer this because there is like a specific person this is about. But then at the same time, I think it was in general to my friends who were older than me maybe and were moving through life quicker, and I desperately just wanted them to remain with me in childhood, but they weren't there anymore.
And it was really sad.
Last question is, are you going to film a music video of the Greenwoods? I think it could be cool, but I'm not sure I have the dedication to do that, because it's a very ancient song in terms of like the timeline of my songs, so I'm not sure if I would go back to do that. It would depend if I had some flash of inspiration where I thought I could make a really cool music video specifically for that song. I would be much more likely to create a music video for an upcoming song. More on that in a bit in future videos. So that's all the questions. We didn't have too many, which is good, so it didn't take me too long. I think I could just chat a little bit about Greenwoods a bit more, just for fun. If you are only here for the Q&A, click on off now. Greenwoods is like the first song that I remember writing properly, which is interesting because I do remember writing a lot of piano songs when I was younger, but the fact that the guitar ended up getting in there somehow. The thing was, when I was younger I used to play piano, but I kind of randomly one day picked up this guitar that was sitting in our house and was like, oh, I should just learn this. So I knew nothing, like I didn't know any chords. I only learned literal chords like a lot later. Like for the most part I just made up random things. Look, if I... Don't be concerned with my guitar. It's fine. It's a little bit out of tune, but it's fine. That's technically the whole song, except for the... That's the whole song. Like, and that was just me going up here with my finger and going, that sounds nice. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice too. And when you come put it in with the words like, come with me for a walk today through the sycamore trees in the green woods. What do you say? So it's all quite, say what you say, my friend, hey. It's all very, like, the notes I was singing are quite similar to the notes I was playing. So I basically just picked up a guitar and was like, oh, yeah, it sounds good, let's just do that. I didn't know any, like, chords. The first chords I actually learnt were E and A for autumn leaves, or falling leaves. I better get the name of my song right. Yeah, that's kind of the origins of origins of Greenwoods. I think I should probably stop now, otherwise it's going to get very drawn out. But thank you for watching this video about Greenwoods. It feels really nice to go back to the first song that I wrote and kind of talk about it, because at the moment I'm in a real season of like an imminent in-between phase where I'm getting ready to release new things and move into the next stage in my art. And I've been really coming back to the heart of my music and like where it all started and trying to channel that. So it's been really cool. But thank you so much for giving me your time to watch this. If you made it to the end of this video, congrats. And yeah, I will see you next time. Keep being awesome. And bye!